I'm not gonna waste your time, let's get right to it. You can see my bookshelf is empty because I have 11 books here that are gonna change your life. The first book on my list here is The Richest Man in Babylon, and this book is by George S. Clason. The first takeaway from this book is pay yourself first. Save at least 10% of all you earn before you spend anything. Invest a further 10% if you want to get wealthy. Number 2 would be control your expenses. Distinguish needs from wants and avoid lifestyle inflation. Number 3 would be protect your wealth and increase your ability to earn. Avoid risky schemes. Seek advice from experienced, trustworthy people. Continuously improve your skills, knowledge, and work ethic. Now for all these books, I'm going to give you 3 to 5 takeaways, and of course there's more than 3 to 5 takeaways in each of these books, and so if you've read one of these and you think that I missed something, go ahead and comment that down below, and that'll just help all of the watchers of this video. Number 2 is Daniel Kahneman's Thinking Fast and Slow. First takeaway is 2 systems of thinking. System 1 is fast, intuitive, and emotional. System 2 is slow, deliberate, and logical. The second takeaway was all about cognitive biases. Our minds rely on shortcuts that often lead to systematic errors in judgment. Number 3 is loss aversion. People fear losses more than they value equivalent gains, which strongly shapes decision making. Number 4 is overconfidence. We consistently overestimate how much we know and underestimate uncertainty. Number 5 is the framing effect. The way choices are presented, gain versus loss, risk versus safety, greatly influences decisions. This is not an investing book, but if you want to be a serious investor, read this book. Investing is over 90% mental. The next book on this list is one that you're probably familiar with, and that's J.L. Collins' The Simple Path to Wealth. Number 1, spend less than you earn. Live below your means so you can save and invest consistently. Number 2, invest in low-cost index funds. The stock market, especially the S&P 500 or total US stock market, is the simplest, most reliable wealth builder. Number 3 talks about FU money. Build enough savings and investments so you have freedom and security. And number 4, stay the course. Ignore market noise. Long-term investing always beats trying to time the market. The fourth book that I think is going to change your life is A Random Walk Down Wall Street. And this book is by Burton Malkiel. First takeaway, markets are mostly efficient. Stock prices already reflect available information, making it hard to consistently beat the market. That random walk that he's talking about is short-term price movements are unpredictable. So chasing trends or timing the market rarely works. Number 3, index funds win. Low-cost, broad market index funds generally outperform most active managers over time. Number 4, time in the market matters. Long-term investing and compounding beat short-term speculation. This fifth one is a big one, and I always tell my clients about this one. It's called Trillions by Robin Wigglesworth, and it's definitely lesser known than a lot of these. The one-liner takeaway tying Trillions to The Simple Path to Wealth and A Random Walk Down Wall Street is low-cost, passive investing through index funds is the simplest, most reliable way to grow wealth over the long term, giving everyday investors access to the same market returns that professionals can't consistently beat. Read Trillions if you want proof that you just can't beat index funds or ETFs. Now the next book on this list is probably the best book that I read in 2025, and it's a very new book. And I actually read this book as an audiobook on the plane, so I don't have it physically here. But before I get to that book, let me first thank and introduce the sponsor of this video, Strawberry.me. This video is all about building one's wisdom and education through great resources. And so I knew Strawberry.me would be one of the best sponsors for this type of video because they're an amazing resource for help in so many different ways. Strawberry.me connects people with certified career coaches that help them break through obstacles, land better opportunities, and build fulfilling careers. As an entrepreneur and high-level leader, I know that my plate gets overflowed so often, and so balance is key. It all starts with a clear plan and solid direction. I enjoy Strawberry.me because they matched me with someone specifically who understands entrepreneurship and finance and who knew how to help an overachiever like me. visit today's sponsor with the link down in my description at strawberry.me/investingsimplified. You go to their website, take a quick test so they can place you with the best certified career coaches. They set up appointments with video calls so you can fit this into your busy life. You'll never regret investing in yourself. All right, so like I was saying, the 6th book on this list is one that I read as an audiobook. I don't have the physical copy. I probably should just for my library, but it's called Same as Ever, and it's by Morgan Housel. First takeaway, focus on what never changes in human behavior: fear, greed, uncertainty, rather than trying to predict every change. Number 2, tiny effects compounded over long time frames in life, finance, behavior often matter more than big, flashy, one-off events. 3, long-term thinking is powerful but hard. It requires endurance, persistence, and dealing with discomfort. And 4, being clear about what you can control. Your behavior, expectations, effort is far more useful than worrying about what you can't. Number 7 is called Think Again, and it's by Adam Grant. First takeaway, adopt the scientist mindset. Rather than defending your beliefs like a preacher, prosecuting others like a prosecutor, or campaigning for approval like a politician, think like a scientist. Hold your views lightly, test hypotheses, and update with new evidence appears. Number 2, joy of being wrong. Discovering mistakes or false assumptions isn't failure, but an opportunity to get less wrong. Embracing that helps us learn and grow. Number 3, build a challenge network and psychological safety. Surround yourself with people who will question you, push back, challenge your ideas, and do so in a safe, respectful environment where questioning is valued. That last one is huge. Make sure you have a support group. Make sure you're talking about these things with other people and with other people who want you to succeed. And I hope you're starting to see a little bit of a theme through all of these. They're not all finance books, all helping in a way that's going to shape you as an investor. At the end, I'm going to give you 2 huge takeaways that pull everything together, all 11 of these books, which have made me and my clients just amazing investors because of these specific things. Number 8 is one of my favorite books of all time, and this is going to help you through whatever you're going through. The Obstacle is the Way. And this is by Ryan Holiday. Number 1, perception shapes reality. How you view obstacles determines how they affect you. Train yourself to see challenges as opportunities. 2, action overcomes obstacles. Take deliberate, persistent action instead of being paralyzed by difficulty. 3, discipline and persistence win. Endurance, patience, and steady effort are more powerful than bursts of inspiration. 4, focus on what you can control. External events are outside your power. Your attitude and response are always within it. Number 5, obstacles become the path. Every setback can be turned into a stepping stone if you reframe it as a part of your growth. That's why I have that sign that says sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. You shouldn't see anything as a failure or a total loss, especially if you learn from it. Number 9 is an oldie but a goodie. It's Benjamin Graham's The Intelligent Investor. The first takeaway is the investor versus the speculator. Investors focus on long-term value and safety. Speculators chase short-term price moves and risk. Number 2 is all about the margin of safety. Always buy with a cushion between price and intrinsic value to protect against mistakes and uncertainty. And number 3 is discipline and patience. Emotional control, consistency, and long-term perspective are more important than timing the market. Number 10 was a solid book, and this one's by Scott Galloway, the other Professor G, and it's called The Algebra of Wealth. The first takeaway was focus on the equation wealth equals focus times luck times time times diversification. Galloway frames wealth creation as a mix of controllable and less controllable variables. The goal is to maximize the first 3 so you can better harness the 4th. Number 2, time and discipline beat timing. Compounding is the ultimate driver of wealth. Starting early and staying consistent with savings and investing leads to outsized results over decades. And third would be diversification that protects against risk. Don't concentrate all bets in one asset, sector, or job. By diversifying investments and income streams, you reduce downside risk while still capturing upside growth. The last book is the book that I've been reading recently, and this one's just called Buffett, and it's on the life of Warren Buffett. This is an exhaustive look at Warren Buffett's entire life and his decision making. I personally like to read biographies or autobiographies rather than only reading books about rules or tips or how-tos. I like to see how people actually did it and what obstacles or what things they had in their life that brought them to the next part of their life, and which ultimately gave them success. This had so much insight and helped me as an investor, especially right now during this crazy volatile time. So all of these books, while not all being finance and investing, all help shape the way that I've become a very solid investor because of it. And there was two central themes. The first one, control what you can control. In investing, you can't control what the stock market does, but you can control what you do. If you've researched a position and you believe in it, you don't need to sell out just because everybody else is selling and panicking. The data suggests that long-term investing in solid, broad ETFs that have low fees is definitely the way to go. Number two is just all around this idea of discipline. It's not easy to delay gratification. It feels good to spend money. Unfortunately, the problem is people are spending way too much money and our credit debt is at an all-time high. The quickest way to build your wealth is going to be to stop spending as much money and to start investing that extra savings. To learn what to invest into, here's the most simple but effective portfolio on the planet, and it's something that I developed called my 3-fund portfolio. Or watch this video here to keep you going strong in investing. Remember to keep investing simplified.